So now I've got an apple, I've got some water, and yeah, I think we're gonna do a draft. This is a ranked draft? What is this? Premier Remix Draft Artifacts. Ironically, just started the New Life Festival in Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah. I'm concerned that it's gonna give me like alchemy cards I don't want. Going to be a roughly 14-day event dedicated to welcoming new players into the game. Aww. Legendary creature right off the bat. Big emphasis on events that give players some premium materials that can be sold off at high values. Miss Kane says hello. Hi, Miss Kane. You're just in time. We are just starting a draft. While I fuel myself with the power of Pink Lady Apple. Suddenly, Miss Kane. I find in this set, ironically, I'm often in 3 colors, so... Uh, I just got this pun, and that's why I took this card. Offender at large. Mm-hmm. Turns out the card in its draft was perfectly good and average. Sorry, some situation unlocked some stuff in you. That's why discussion happened. That's fine. It's all right. I could potentially go Jund. You don't want me to unload every time you come in here. It just kind of happens. I have a good listening face. Because green is seeming kind of open. Honestly. I might pivot into Jund. Plus, green gives me access to more mana fixing and stuff anyway. I really like the 8. Yeah, see how open green is? I think this is the right call. Um, I guess. I mean, it's in my colors. Anything else better? I mean, it has the blue activation cost. No, Creeper. Creeper's a house. Excuse me. Have I considered being a therapist? Yes. Decided against it. Anything here I can use? Yeah, the reason why I am good at listening to people is because I'm pretty empathic. I tend to feel what other people feel pretty easily. It's also the reason why I would burn out as a therapist. I think to be a therapist, you need to have a certain amount of distance that I don't seem able to maintain. In order to be a professional therapist, yes. Is it bad that you're becoming the okay if you're in a bad mood ever? Go to her, she'll somehow fix it. Aw. Every time that's what you do? Well, I'm glad to hear that I'm able to help. So I do think Jund is the way. Being there for people should be the human norm, but we live in a world where it's become novelty to the point of where when we see it unprofessionally, we automatically suspect something. Oh, like what's in it for the person or something like that? Should get rid of the blue. Funny thing is, I'm not actually doing anything. I'm just listening and trying to understand from your perspective. Yeah. In capitalist America, you could get $500 an hour for that. Love is wanting to see someone happy. Yeah. I feel like I didn't really get a lot of um a lot of things for Judith. And it's okay to love someone and not be with them. Yeah. Cut the magnifying glass. Um cuz like this is an instant that doesn't do damage. So, I don't think it activates Judith's stuff. You know what I mean? Like it has to be damage spells. Well, I guess I could always make imp tokens. I don't know. Drop that. It's very dependent on green, which I kind of feel like is my splash color. many face down spells do I have? You have to ask yourself, is that at all impressive? Do I have face down spells? I feel like this spell does a lot for 1 mana. So I kind of want to keep it. But I am a little bit not sure about Goblin Citizen. Yeah, he's a 1/2 with potential upside, but I don't know. I think I have almost no disguised people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, I do have 5, so maybe he should stick around. Because I don't think I'm going to cut any of those. It's kind of like, an additional mana almost. Why it says that's why I myself am very loose with the word love. I love you letters, I love you super base, I love everyone. People get paranoid and say you shouldn't say that, but they don't realize love has multiple definitions. Yeah. Yeah, there's I don't think that I grabbed the black rare when I was like, oh yeah, I'm maybe pivoting into green, but I didn't get any of the like leaves the graveyard green stuff, so just cut it. Um and do not all those definitions simplify down to the one that I mentioned? Yeah, that you want someone to be happy. I'm hoping he's going to be happy. He's not happy right now, but I'm hoping he will be eventually. Important. Do I want us to kibosh the conversation and focus on magic? Mm-hmm. Possibly. Oh, that's nice. To let you know you've reached out to T-Bone to make sure he's okay too. Yeah. Yeah, I have been in limited touch with him. Still working on like sending him stuff and things like that. And I know he made it to the East Coast safely, so that's a start. In limited touch, so he drafts too. um, he doesn't seem to like draft as much as I do, which is, I don't know. Really, he hasn't been in Magic as much these days as I have been. Which is funny because he was the one who got me into Magic in the first place. He found a Commander playgroup at college, and was like, I think Caitlin would like this, and so he introduced me to it. The one big vice of my life. Maybe I'll drop Pick Your Poison. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Hearthstone pretty much bodied any chance you had of enjoying Magic. I feel like the reverse is true for me. Like, the fact that I like magic so much makes it so that Hearthstone is just like, this is just not as good magic. Different preferences. Uh, I guess this could work. I could demand answers and stuff like that, and this can be disguised, so I think I can keep that. How much do you dislike Hearthstone due to the unfamiliarity with it? I mean, I guess I did try it out on a couple of streams and the different, but yeah, I think it just takes a while to get used to it. You talked with one of your old members mentors. Apparently, plagued proto Drake is now somehow bad in arena, and your mentor scolded you for nudging you into it. I could destroy their artifact, I guess. I think I'm gonna do that. Could be really mean and destroy their land, but I'm not gonna do that. That's just rude. Still not finding that black source. Battlegrounds is about to introduce their newest, most complex mode yet, and good news, it's optional. Oh no, they're playing mythics and stuff. Feel like this is a trap, but let the other ones go to the graveyard, I guess. Gave this card a super glowing review in the set. The mythic they just played? It is kind of a darned if you do, darned if you don't situation. Um. hmm. Also balanced by the opponent having the choice. I think I am gonna need to wait. Well, that's one way to get around that. I think we just hardcast this guy. Turns out having a 4/4 flyer is pretty frickin' good. Remember how we played Battlegrounds? How do you feel about duos? Remind me what Battlegrounds was again? Was that Hearthstone Draft or was that the Auto Battler? The Auto Battler mode. How would duos even work? Yeah, we are quickly getting into hashtag territory. I can't keep anything out on the field. And I never got a black source. Hmm. Interesting. There are only 4 black sources in the entire deck? That doesn't seem right. I guess I am mostly red. Hmm. Okay. We'll chalk that one up to bad luck. Each of you builds a board. You can pass cards back and forth for 1 gold each. One player from each team battles. If they run out of their stuff, their friend's board takes over. Okay. I mean, I have been playing more Fairy Tale Fables lately. They're even introducing heroes specific to the duo mode. Allow it. Red is the most popular land in the deck, so Cho and Gaul, the 2 heads of the Ogre Cho Gaul. Cho, if you play a golden card, Gaul gets a triple reward 3 times per game. Gaul, if you play a golden card, Cho gets a triple reward 3 times per game. They have the bad one. They have the bad one. Oh, really? That's interesting. I wouldn't think it would be bad. The card's win rate is worse than most commons. This believes part of that, though, is from players forcing it when they really shouldn't. Ladies and gentlemen, the 5 colors of magic: red, white, blue, green, and black. I think the flyer's causing me the most trouble, honestly. We're going to swing with our suspected dude. Oh, that was a joke because I didn't draw black last game. Got it. Yeah, that was a bummer. Close am I? 2 turns away. That's why yours included a kappa. Yes. I think that'll be better for me in the long run. I don't have a way to buff it at present. At present. You're in an odd spot. They hecked up your checks from work? Oh, that's lame. Normally, you wouldn't be bad as you just. Oh, they actually copied one of your checks and paid you twice? I think I'm dead. Because I can't block the puppies. Guys, I think I should have killed Delaney. Oh. I'm not dead because they didn't swing out. Oh, nope, I am dead. The Clan Crusher! Alright, well, we're 0-2 so far. This draft is a draft that's happening. Check following, that was half a check, so it was going to lead you basically paying nothing for all of April. Barb's Servitor is also pretty terrible. That's why I sacrificed it. It was like an artifact to sacrifice. They're like, here, we'll give you a good hand, we'll give you a rare. The cool upside of, oh, if my opponent blocks it, he has to block it twice, and he takes damage. Guess you. Not happy about it, but... Or you can just ignore it and take 1 damage. I mean, the main thing is like, okay, it's card draw, but I was in a situation where the card draw is damaging me, and I can't really afford to take damage anymore. Judas was thick, you should have been okay. Let me ask you this, Letters. If there was a 3-mana artifact that just read at the end of each combat step, draw a card, would it be very good? I mean, that's kind of what Phyrexian Arena is, but, you know, it damages you, just like this guy does. Do... Leave mana open. Phyrexian is also at start of turn, not end of combat. Yeah. On the plus side, our opponent seems to be mana screwed. Well, maybe we stand a chance this game. Chose poorly and decided to challenge a Herald Seeker by yourself and ESO. Oh no. I have triple the number of lands that my opponent has. They pretty cray-cray. And they were color screwed. Done, my dude? Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of waiting for the removal like that. Happy the devs actually used their thinking cap on your new cosmetic? Oh, what happened? There's a passive that says you harvest resources twice as quickly. Okay. Most old animations, this doesn't line up at all. Death touch? Oh, no. Alright. Cool. For the new one, you call down a meteor to blow up the node and grab it as it flies up. Without double speed, you strike it twice. Still not as annoying as Mystic Study. Oh hey, they have the same card I have. And that's why I was holding the land. Hey look, I have one too. We friends. Oh look, they have Judith in an actual effective way. With damage spells. Yeah, you should probably block. It's probably a good idea. Their lifelink. They have to double block to kill her, and I can then kill their ward creature, which seems good. It turned out it was a Mistway spy anyway, but it's okay. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have to get a peanut butter bread after this one. Stop looking in my graveyard. Stop looking there. You don't want anything from there. We each take 2. I have 11 million lands. I actually have enough to turn it face up on their end step, which is hilarious. Now I don't, but... At least 2-for-1 to them. We'll take a 2-for-1. And that's why we hold our lands when we have 11 million of them. If we can get the lethal. Okay, apparently they're oops all removal. Yeah, we'll surveil. Yeah, that'll do. And a Trotta. Again, because I have all of my frickin' lands, basically. Um... Doesn't do anything, but... If I am unable to kill this person, despite the fact that I had triple the mana they had, they only have, Alright, cool. They don't have a artifact to sacrifice, so we will swing. Force them to block. I finally have 2 creatures out. Finally kill a Trotta. I only have 8 cards left in library, BTW. it itself does not have haste. So we're going to keep that information hidden. We're finally empty. Honestly, if I were them at this moment, I would be trying to not die and see if they could deck me, because I only had 7 cards left in library. But yeah, I guess they didn't find the answer to block 2. So we finally got one. It only counted on our opponent being mana screwed to the point that we had triple the lands they had. So, you know, not great. I am going to run an ad and get a sandwich, and then we will continue with the next game as we are still alive. All right. Terrible draft about to resume. Maybe our luck is about to change. We'll see. At least we got to 3. It's an interesting card. Seems good. Yes, read the card. I mean, if they had no way to remove Yarus, that was a pretty bad situation for them. Which was actually why I pivoted into green, pretty much. Suddenly, we're 2-2. I feel like the Mask Maker is a bit undervalued. They got rid of the rare. That's fair. I can actually get rid of their makeshift binding if I get a 6th land with my mysterious face down card. There it is. Arena's like, we apologize, letters. We're gonna throw you a couple of games where your opponent is mana screwed so that you can get some wins, so that you don't quit playing. And I'm like, I mean, I guess thank you, but like also, I don't know. Feel like it's not really my doing here. Do 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 do. Do do ba do do ba do do ba do do ba do ba do ba do do ba do 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 ba ba do 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 do. Double fighties? No double fighties. Uh-oh. This is gonna be an end. At least now have a flying blocker, but yeah, this is not looking good. I noticed that they have 4 colors represented already, so thought I should perhaps get rid of the land that taps for any color. Yeah, pretty sure we're in hashtag territory. I don't think there's any blocking combination that allows me to live, so do that. Yeah, I still take 4, so. Sure, why not? Just to add insult to injury. Alright. 2 and 3, pretty horrible draft. Claim. Question is, do I want to continue to play Magic or do I want to play something else? I think the answer, because I'm even asking that question, is that I want to play something else. I think I'd like to fire up some Fairy Tale Fables.